What's going on, guys? It is your boy Zero here, back again with another video. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. I sure am, especially because I'm about to start a new series with this video. What is that series, you might ask? I'm going to explain it right now. So you guys know me, I do album reviews, I do song reviews, I review a lot of different music, but today I thought it'd be cool to do something a little bit different. I think it might be interesting. I'm going to be starting a top 5 list today. A top 5 list of what, you may ask? Well, a top 5 favorite songs list by a band, an artist, off an EP, off an album, etc, etc. And I thought, what would be more perfect than to start with one of my favorite bands, Chase Atlantic. So this video is going to be my top 5 favorite songs by Chase Atlantic, and for those of you who don't know who they are, I'll be very brief when explaining them. Chase Atlantic are an Australian band from Cairns, Australia, currently consisting of lead singer Mitchell Cave, guitarist and vocalist Christian Anthony, guitarist Clinton Cave, and drummer Jesse Boyle. Chase Atlantic have been in the music scene for about 8 years now, forming in 2012, and their very first project being their 2014 EP DALLIANCE. I really like DALLIANCE personally, I think it's a good EP, although it is a little bit different than what they put out today, whereas DALLIANCE was more of a pop-punk slash pop-rock slash emo EP. Everything after that, all the way up until their 2019 second studio album Phases, is a alternative R&B slash trap slash hip-hop amalgamation of a lot of different genres, including pop, hip-hop, trap, alternative R&B, contemporary R&B, dark pop, stuff like that. Chase Atlantic take a lot of inspiration from artists like Billie Eilish, 5 Seconds of Summer, The Weeknd, the 1975, etc., etc., and it definitely shows in a lot of their music, especially their older music. But yeah, one of the reasons I love Chase Atlantic so much is because of how much they experiment, how unique they are, how dark and raunchy their songs are, and I'm going to be getting into that right now with my top 5 favorite songs. So without any further ado, this is my top 5 favorite songs by Chase Atlantic, starting with number 5. Number 5 on my list is Green Green Green, off of their 2019 EP Don't Try This, which was released just a few months before their album Phases. I love Green 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 for many reasons. One of the reasons is because it talks about drugs, but not in the way you might think. Mitchell's basically talking about how drugs make him suicidal and how drugs make him depressed and how he wants to stop, and that perfectly shows with lyrics like, suicide got me hanging from a green noose, different colored pills, I got orange, red, green, blue, I would pick green, but she wouldn't let me choose. Let the meds talk, then I knock their heads off, stuff like that. He's basically talking about how drugs make him crazy and, like, depressed and stuff like that, and I think that's really awesome, because this song doesn't talk about drugs to make them seem cool or to make them seem hip. It's almost like it's spreading awareness about drugs. It's almost like it's a PSA about drugs, and I really like that, and I think that's a really important topic to talk about in music, especially today with a lot of artists talking about drugs and sex and how they're making drugs and sex seem cool and all that stuff, when in reality, drugs is a really serious thing, and that song brings awareness to that subject perfectly. I also just love the vibe of the song. It has a very the beat itself and the instrumental and the sound has a very contrasting vibe to the lyrical themes. It has a very hypey, energetic trap beat, which almost makes you feel kind of contradictory and paradoxical, and it's a really cool thing to think about. Like, yeah, it's a sad song with sad and depressing lyrics, but it has such a hype beat in the back of it. So is it a happy song? Is it a sad song? Correction, it's both. Number 4 on my list is Dancer in the Dark, off of their 2017 debut studio album. Dancer in the Dark is a really different style for Chase Atlantic. It's actually more of an indie, synthy 80s style song, and it's really cool. I really like the darkness of it, and I really like the synthy 80s feel of it. It almost makes it feel like it could be a 1975 song, but like an 80s 1975 song, and that's one of the things I really like about that song. Dancer in the Dark, like a few of other Chase Atlantic songs, is about an obsessive relationship, an obsessive girlfriend who you just can't let go of, and that perfectly shows with lyrics like, she's got, what's the lyric? I'm trying to remember it. She's got a smile in her face and a knife in her hand, she don't look too sane, but she acts like that. It's about a crazy girlfriend. It's about an obsessive girlfriend who you just can't let go of, and I really like that. And I also really like that the instrumental of the song, it's a more dark synthy instrumental, and it definitely adds to the darkness of the song, which I really like. I wish it was a little more paradoxical with like a happy beat, but like dark lyrics, but I really like the darkness of the song and like the edginess of the song. It's almost a song you can vibe to and a song you can blare while driving down the highway with your windows down. It's a really good song, and I feel like a lot of people might be able to relate to this song, especially me. So that is my number 4 from Chase Atlantic. Number 3 on my list actually isn't an album or an EP song, but it's a single. Sorry, single. Numb to the Feeling, which was released in 2018, and this is actually probably one of Chase Atlantic's most darkest and mainstream songs yet, but actually in a good way and not as so much in a bad way. This song has a very trappy and mainstream hip-hop trappy vibe to it, and that's one of the things I love about it so much. It has a very dark trappy vibe to it, and it doesn't sound mainstream unlike all the other artists on the radio that are doing this. Chase Atlantic had their own nice little twist to it, and I really like that. And the lyrical themes are something to be devoured too. Mitchell's basically talking about how drugs are making him numb and how he wants to stop taking the drugs, but he just can't stop taking them because he's addicted to them. And they make his life better, but they're making his mental state worse. And I like that. He's getting numb to all of the things in his life that he once loved, such as sex, music, etc., etc. And I really like that. I feel like that's something a lot of people might be able to relate to, too, that take drugs. It's making them stop loving a lot of the things that they used to love, and they're growing numb to the feeling of the things that they used to love. And I really like that. And like the last song, the dark instrumental definitely adds to the darkness and edginess of the song. And it feels like another song you could blare going down the highway. It has a very energetic and dark vibe to it. And yeah, it's just a great song. Number 2 on my list is Vibes, off of their 2015 EP Nostalgia. Vibes is also a very different song for Chase Atlantic. It's more guitar-driven than a lot of their songs. It's actually more poppily guitar-driven, and it actually feels like a song that could be by One Direction, mainly just because of how poppy it is and how boy band lyrically it is, and just how bright and fun and summer vibed it is. It feels like a very One Direction-esque song, and I honestly feel like it's a song that One Direction could have written, but that's not a bad thing at all. It's a very energetic and fun song to listen to, and it's definitely a very good summer vibe for the most part, and it just has this really fun, bright vibe to it, and it's very upbeat. It's basically saying, hey, everything's gonna be alright, man, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get through this, and I love that about the song. It's a very good step away from Chase Atlantic's more darker, edgy music, into a more brighter and fun, upbeat tone, and I like that a lot about the song. That's actually my favorite thing about the song. So yeah, plus to Chase Atlantic for that. Bottle Cap, what do you think about Chase Atlantic?
They kind of suck.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. They're pretty good. Yeah, I like them a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cats. Oh, actually, she has something else she wants to say.
Like this video and subscribe to Zero Duncan because he's amazing and he's very, very sexy and he has nice nose.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're sexy.
She knows what's up. She definitely does. Now, before I get into the number 1 track on my list, here's some honorable mentions for you. Those are my honorable mentions. Now, for the number 1 track on my list. Number 1 on my list is Her, off of their 2019 album, Phases. For those of you that know me, you know how much I freaking love this song. I absolutely love the vibe to it. I love the mainstream R&B vibe it gives off, but not being too mainstream. It actually has more of a cloud R&B style to it, and I really love it. And one of the reasons I also love the song so much is because of how much I can relate to it. Basically, Her is about loving someone that has a boyfriend or a girlfriend, depending if they're lesbian or straight, but they're having an affair with you, and they're letting you spend one night with them, but then they have to go back to their lover the next day, and then you'll never be able to do the things that you got to do with them before. I actually relate to this song a lot. I was having a very similar situation a few years ago, and this song actually really helped me get over that situation, and it helped me get through it without feeling so sad, because it made me feel less alone, and I was like, hey, Chase Atlantic is here for me, Mitchell knows how I feel, and Mitchell is here for me. I almost actually feel like Mitchell was singing this song directly to me, and yeah, it's just an amazing song, and it's my favorite song by Chase Atlantic to date. Anyways, guys, that was my top 5 favorite songs by the Australian R&B band Chase Atlantic. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, listen to what my cat said, and yeah, until the next video, my name is Zero, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.